Welcome back to the Après Business Podcast. Join your host, Rebecca Babicz, founder of Fall Line Digital, as we dive deeper than ever into conversations with the founders, marketers, and innovators shaping the outdoors. Let's jump into today's episode.
When we first got connected, I went to the website and like I said, I was just like, boom, product market fit, like this thing is going to blow up. You are at the crossroads of this business. And we've talked about this in the past where it's like, you have really big goals. You're now starting to sponsor athletes. You want a presence at the Olympics. We talked about, in the future, when the Olympics come to Salt Lake City, I think it's in 2020.
34.
2030. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Not in the 2020s, 2034. Thank you. And wanting a big presence, and like, that's going to be like the TaraShakti. So you're thinking super long-term about this. And you're kind of at the crossroads of this business though, where like, now you might have to get some additional funding. And it's like, so what does that look like right now? Like, how do you prioritize? You've got so much going on. How do you prioritize like what's important?
It's being an entrepreneur, being a solo founder. You have to prioritize everything. You don't get to be just mono-focused. So it's a good question. It's like doing now, looking to the future, and trying to find, I really am looking for investors. But also it's about sales. It's about really converting sales and creating. I'm just starting. This is my first month of paid ads. Everything else has been organic. And I don't, we can talk about, do we say I get to work with you?
I heard you have a really good paid ads agency.
Really good. And I want to speak to that too. So when you were about to ask, when you were forming that question, I wanted to say, being a female founder in the outerwear industry, like you have interviewed many of them. How I found you is because of Robin Hall at Town Hall. And Robin and I met a couple of years ago, and I just think she's phenomenal and she's working hard. We're all working so hard, but it is so hard to be in the apparel space. The capital you need on the front end, like I have to actually put in my order in November 4th for next season's product. And it's not for the raw materials I'm paying for finished goods. It's a lot. And I haven't even gotten through the sales season. So if you can imagine when you're small and bootstrapped, you're taking a risk every year. You don't have any numbers to make your orders from. But it really comes from continuing to learn and connect and cheer people on and working with people, especially I want to say not all just women, but women celebrating, sharing story, learning from each other and uplifting each other. Knowledge is power. And when we share it, it makes such a difference. Like we're not in competition with, like there's so many great brands and we can be work together instead of try to just hoard a tiny little, like compared to, North Face or Patagonia, we're a tiny challenger brand. But when you work with smaller brands together and celebrate each other, I'm finding that that's been amazing. It's unnerving. It's truly this summer. I was like, okay, what am I doing? Maybe I should just send it and let it go. Not because I don't know it's the best. It's the best out there. I know that, but that doesn't mean the best is going to soar because it needs capital. It needs things that will give it lift. And so in the summer, I'm like, gosh, I could just like, I have let go of my inventory this year and get a plane ticket to go hitchhike in Africa and do that for a year because I would love that too. And that's a lot simpler. But I'm not doing that. I'm all in on this because of all the work that I've done and the continued people I'm meeting. And I have to continue to trust myself the same way that I didn't know anything. And I trust the people around me. I work with people. I give a lot of autonomy and a lot of trust. Sometimes people say I trust too easily, but I trust myself in being able to read who people are and let them shine, and their shine I benefit from that. And so it's still continuing on. And I think it never changes. It doesn't matter how big a business you are, whether you're going to the farmer's market and selling at the farmer's market, it takes so much time and energy and you still don't know if it's going to work. Everything takes so much work. And I'm just looking like trying to balance while I'm working, finding a few hours that I can actually breathe and have a like get my toes done or something. I don't know. But I'm at a real crux right now where I really want people to know that this product is made so well and I stand behind it. And it looks as though it's hard to know when you don't know a product as a young brand of whether it's the right investment for your dollar. But there's only one person behind it working with incredible people, and all of the hands that touch it make it it's way more valuable than what you're going to pay. And the experience you're going to have out in the season in the mountains, I believe it changes people's experience, even if they're the best gear. Like Deb Armstrong, who is an Olympic gold medalist, she's 62 years old, still skiing hard at pro at Steamboat. She's like, I don't even do Tara. I don't care what it looks like. I'm all about, I'm an athlete and I want to know how it functions. And she said, this is the next generation of ski wear. And she said, and I get compliments all the time and I actually really love it. And she's not looking for compliments, but compliments feel good. It makes your day. And when people smile at you, that's invaluable. Like we need more of that in the world. And I believe TaraShakti serves that up. And we have new product. We have a vest. We're gonna you don't have to get a one piece. We're gonna, I really want to make it accessible to everyone. And we have a Made in America, Made in Seattle reversible vest that may be coming on the market in the next couple of weeks. Oh my
gosh, that's so
sick.
Cute. That is so cute. I love it. I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
No, I love that. And thank you so much for sharing your vulnerability. I mean, I think that like it's exactly what you're saying is just like it, hopefully whoever, Robin Hall will certainly listen. There's a few others that I know will certainly listen and just makes it a little bit less isolating because it is really hard and you've got to be in it. And I mean, that is being an entrepreneur is just writing it out and knowing that vision is going to come into fruition if you surround yourself with the right people and stay true and stay with it. So
it's no different, I will say, Rebecca, than your work, like the vulnerability to start a podcast and not know what you're doing, being a new mom, like there's no roadmap. Being a woman is really interesting because it is continually evolving, just like a businesswoman, just like it changes every year. And you think you got it, but you've got to keep putting yourself in it and learning and the wisdom and knowledge and strength that you get, and then you get better because of the people around you and that you're putting yourself out and inviting people in to share their story. That's huge. Like you're giving a platform. It doesn't matter if it's, reaching millions of people or 10,000 or less. It doesn't matter. You're making change happen, and and it comes at a cost of something, your own vulnerability and time. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. And I think it's true. It's just, you can't, you have to give yourself a chance to fail and be a beginner at something and know that the good things take a long time. That's like my biggest takeaway from business and fitness and really anything that's worth it. Family and, like you don't have the most beautiful family because you cook dinner one night. It's like you've got to put in the work every single day and have the hard conversations and cook the dinner and show up in ways, that are vulnerable. And then over the years, you look back and you've built something. I mean, that's one analogy. Another is the gym or, getting better at skiing or anything like that. And anyway, I appreciate it. I think I'm always same thing. Like, growing an agency is not hard. Growing an agency isn't easy as well and comes with its challenges. And just try to remind myself that consistency is the only thing that matters and just be consistent and stay with it. So,
and we don't get to control the outcome. We don't get to control the outcome of our kids. We don't get to control the outcomes and achievements happen by just showing up. And sometimes what happens is different than what you originally think. And even if you fail, there's so much, the journey, truly, I mean, it's so cliche, but so much more powerful is the journey and the learning that will take you on to the next thing and the next. And so that accumulation of all the things because like I used to run marathons, I've climbed mountains, I've done all the things, and I'm now at an age where I'm like, my body, and this sounds pathetic. I can't even believe I'm saying this as an older woman, but it sucks. Like I'm not doing as much. I mean, I used to go hard and do it well, and now I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get out for a run today, and I actually am okay if I don't. Like allowing yourself to be okay not achieving or being what you think you need to be, but just being with yourself as you are.
I love
That's
it.
hard to do. Yeah.
I love it. Well, I love this conversation so much. This is so fun. One of the things I did want to talk about briefly, even though it seems like we don't have a very brief podcast going right now. One of the things I did want to talk about is like you talked about, you're a mom, you're a woman. You've given a lot of credit where credit is due for women. Women are really who, that women's girls ski trip was the one that was the snowball that started to roll down the mountain that started this whole thing. And you're a mom, you have two amazing kids. I just would love to hear how your journey from being a mom and like kind of like you talked about like that, like being a mom's like being an entrepreneur, you don't know what you're getting into and you got to kind of like roll with the punches. If there's anything that's helped you through your journey in being a mom with TaraShakti, or if there's anything that you, like adapt or take from being a mother that changes maybe your leadership style.
Yeah. I think that like I was always working and an entrepreneur before I had my kids, and they just always, I had to work around whatever it was. Like my work always was around theirs. That was a lot. My kids are now 20 and 22. One finished college. It's so weird. He's out of college. He just joined me in New York for this trip. He's now a photographer. That's a side business that he has. Being a mom, didn't nail it. I don't nail anything. I never stick the landing, but it's not about nailing it. It literally what I wish someone would have told me. And I don't know that I could have heard it. So I don't want to be proselytizing and saying like, you should, but I think kids just need to feel safe and loved at home, and you're going to see their worst. And it's so hard, and you don't want to deal with their hard when you also are having your own hard in relationship, in your day-to-day, in your work, in your unknowns of the future of you're not, maybe all of a sudden the plumbing goes out. Like life is so filled with hards. But having expectations of kids, like the hardest thing for me was the other parents. And so it just ramps up what expectation and winning is. Being on the sideline of your kid's game, and the parents they care more about the winning and who's playing than it just gets passed on to these kids, and there's so much pressure on them. And we see it it's awful. So for me as a parent, I did this, and I did travel with my kids. I'd backpack around the world, and we'd sleep on floors. It was being there and introducing them to different things that were not from my own background. We all learned and discovered together. But hope, and I didn't. I mean, I can think back to times where it's like, God, I could have done so much better and just let them be a mess in my house, but I was tired. But the tiredness goes away. My kids, my other one's in college, and like even if they didn't go to college, that would have been okay. They're older now, and they are adults, and they have to go on their own and live it and learn it as well. So not being so hard on yourself based on what your kids are doing, and just they're going to be their own entities. And it's just hard being a parent. It changes all the time. Like last year was one of my hardest years, and my son was older. Like I would have never envisioned it. It was finite. Everything is finite. Unless you have, medical health issues, then it might be longer and more chronic, but giving yourself a break to be in it and asking for help. That's what we don't do as women. And I have a friend, her name's Thenmith Sati. She's written a book as Joy is My Justice, and Joy is oppression for everything. It's a resistance. She's a doctor. She's a MD. But she said something one time on a blog or whatever
Podcast.
A podcast. Thank you. She wrote about it that asking for help is a gift to someone. And we don't do that. Like it feels like it's a burden. And but when we can say what we need, maybe someone else can give it to help us with that. And I think I wish I would have thought about that. I never really asked for help. I will always figure it out. But I wish I would have done that more too. Of like, there's a lot of resources around, and then sharing ours and being aware when someone needs help and giving it when you can, but also saying no when you cannot. So boundaries. I mean, that's you guys. You're a different generation. You've been raised with like boundary setting and all these things that my generation wasn't. But it's really true. Like being gentle on yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like, we're lucky. It's a blessing and a curse, but we have the internet, right? So like we have more access to information about gentle parenting and kind of like some of the stuff that you said where like think about our parents is like they didn't have access to that kind of information. They had the newspaper. There wasn't articles in the newspaper about gentle parenting or how to remove your ego from your own parenting and realize that, your kid's their own entity and it's not about you. And like you went to mom groups and you went to soccer games and everybody was competitive or whatever. I mean, so
right.
I do think I think about that a lot where it's like, our parents' generation did the best they could with the information they had. And that was pretty good. That was good enough.
And it will be the same with your kids. They'll have like it keeps evolving. And I just think comparison is the thief of happiness. So just try not, it's very hard not to compare yourself to what other people are, or being with moms. It's like, oh, three out of four of them are doing this. I should do this too. It's okay not to be in the majority. It's harder to not be in the majority. It's harder not to conform. But I think really listening to your intuition creates more strength in yourself. And no one's nailing it. I know I didn't nail it, but I know most people are not nailing it. It just may look like it at different times.
What is nailing it though? I mean, that's right? A bigger question.
Yeah. No, you're totally right.
Well, I love this so much. I think this is super fun. Like we talked way more about business and
that's great.
I think it's all really cool. And I think it's hopefully those who listen will really appreciate a little bit of a detour from the normal things that we talk about on the podcast. So
can I interject one more time and you can cut this out? I do really want to say, like, maybe it's 6, 7, 8 years ago, it was like, support women in business, support Black people in business or Black owned businesses. And it kind of was a moment and it goes away. I didn't even really know. I mean, it's the importance of supporting local, the importance of spending a little bit more. Like the people that are doing really incredible work are the people who have less resources. And every dollar that you spend with those people, women in business, minority owned businesses and local, it will go further in your own neighborhood. Like I cannot say enough how the struggle is so real. And you won't get to feel it, but the people that you're spending that money, they feel every single order that when someone buys from like my site or from me directly, it may look, I'm really proud of what we have, and should be up against every big brand, but I feel it. It means so much, and it's impacting, like the dollars go down to the ground so fast. We're working with people that are local. It's not corporation. And so I think the impact in community is huge. And I didn't really understand that 10 years ago. So I just want to add that.
No, I love it. I love it. It's such a great call out. And it's another cliche, but it's like vote with your dollar, right? So that's something that I, every time I'm on Amazon, I'm like, wait, nope, hold on.
And I'm in the city that's been impacted by Amazon so drastically, and my kids didn't grow up with his kids, but same era, and Amazon's convenient. Yeah, that's it.
Yes,
it's very impactful in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and of course, bigger conversations.
Yes, totally.
Because it's true. I mean, they do generate a lot of jobs and have really, a place like Seattle where I'm sure every other person has probably worked for them or has a spouse that works for them or knows someone that works for them. worked
You
for
work, yeah.
with.
Might be in
So
a lot
of
of
course.
therapy because you can edit that out too.
No, I
Let's go
love
on.
it. I love it. Well, I want to wrap up with some fun questions. These are just like some rapid fire questions that we can wrap up with. Before I do, I will say, is there anything else about your story that you want to talk about that you want people to know?
I don't think so. Just join in, follow on Instagram, come out. We're going to try to do meetups in different mountain towns. Or in Seattle. Our showroom is in my home. We're a cottage industry still, I would say. But it's really connecting, inviting someone to go ski with you this season, inviting someone who you think may be interested and they may not know, like inviting them in. Um, and just celebrating.
Mhm.
But TaraShakti, there's a lot of events we would love to have you a part of. There's and it's all about the individual. We didn't talk about the name. It means star power
Oh,
and
I meant to
Sherpa.
ask you about that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the name. Let's talk about the name.
Yeah.
How'd you come with the name TaraShakti?
Yeah. So I would have never put my name in a company. In fact, Tashi, when he first mentioned it, I wanted to throw up in my mouth. I was like, no, but truly. But he's like, it's really important name in Sherpa. And it means, the literal translation in Sherpa and Nepali means star. And I still was like, nope, can't do it. And then a few months later, I looked it up. I was going to sit on some URLs. I'm like, is it Terra Flare, Terra Ware? If I'm going to use the name, let's just figure this out, Terra Ware. And then I Googled what Tara means. And in Tibetan Buddhism, the Tara is one of the most powerful feminine deities. She's the mother of all Buddhas. So I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I should. So I partnered it with Shakti, which translates to power in Sherpa and Nepali. Also in Hindi, it's the same. And I did not want to, the name is not, or the word's not going to come to me, but when you take a name, like I'm a white woman, what's the word? It can be seen not great.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm so tired. I can't think of it, but you can edit this out. But I talk with my friends who are Sherpa and some other people because it is their language, and I don't want to layer on top, this American. But together, it means star power. And I always say that every human has so much star power within them, and it gets lost inside underneath a lot of layers in our society. When you slip into a TaraShakti, whatever it is, even if it's just a furry fanny pack, you kind of shine a little bit brighter. And I really want everyone's unique humanness to come out. And when we are ourselves and see people as they are, we connect with the world. It lights up a lot bigger and brighter. And that's the TaraShakti universe.
I love it. And it's so true. It's just that everything you said is like, it's a transformation when you put on that suit and it's just like instant confidence and instant fun. And,
Yeah. It's
and
it's it's wild. I get to see it. It's weird. I can't believe that I did create it, but I actually get to see people light up all the time. And I feel so lucky. Like it's kind of like wearing that disco ball on the hill. Like it was like people would laugh with me or laugh at me, but I didn't care. They're smiling, and I get to experience that through my work. It's magic, and I just want everyone to experience it and
Mhm.
then feel more connected with the world they're living in
Yeah.
because the world is hard. And the
Yeah.
more we can be connected, it makes a big difference.
And I want you to actually simmer on that moment and like take that and hold it inside of you because I think that that's probably more
Mm.
than anything else what keeps you going, right? We talked about how
Mm-hmm. Oh,
hard it
100.
is. And it's like take that and hold it inside of you and then
Mm-hmm.
keep going every day, be consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it.
I call it soul fuel. So yes,
Yeah,
it is what I run on. It's soul fuel. And we just need more of it
yeah,
right now in our world and
yeah,
forever.
forever. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, no, I love it. And it's like, uh, thanks for the reminder to like grab someone who's never skied before and get them out there. I have been a skier my entire life. I was the 3-year-old skier. I was privileged enough to be in a ski family. My dad is actually a disabled skier. He had polio when he was young, and my mom was a skier. And so she was like, well, let's
Mm.
get you out there. And so my dad figured it out with like outriggers and one ski, and like he's a total badass. And then that became like our family thing. So, grew up in New Jersey, not a ski state at all, but parents were somehow willing to travel 4 hours to go to
Wow.
the ski resorts. And I grew up with it. I fell in love with it. Moved out west the second I could to be a ski bum, to go to University of Nevada, Reno because it was close to Tahoe. And then I made it out to Utah and people were like, why are you in Utah? I'm like, skiing.
You're a smart woman.
No, and it's so skiing, yeah, it's such an amazing sport. It's such an amazing community. It's changed my life in so many ways. And it's so true that I just forget that. It's like,
Yeah,
why wouldn't I grab somebody else and try to bring them that little bit of joy? Because it's the coolest sport. It's like
it is. And
the
I
only
always
thing
say,
closest to it is like surfing, right? Like,
totally. Well, and I always say the most courageous people on the mountain are the adult learners. You know, with a bunny hill, with the kids skiing around them, like that's not easy. It's not going off the cornices. If you're going off cornices, it's because you've been doing it a long time and you're taking a risk. That's risky. The courage comes from putting yourself in something that you've never done, that's unfamiliar. And I do say with TaraShakti, I want to help people feel comfortable in unfamiliar, uncomfortable places, and they can feel confident and safe so then they can grow. And there's one other thing. So we have the Masuga sisters who are our sponsored athletes. Our team TaraShakti is, we have the Masuga sisters and Danny Arovich, who is a biathlete who will be going to the Winter Olympics, and she is a para athlete, and she is bananas amazing. Follow her, and Cultured is her digital media company. I've never met someone like her, and it isn't about talking about disabilities. It's about talking about elite athletes and how athleticism looks very different, and it doesn't have to look like the norm and the standards that we've been raised with. So that's cool. I love that you shared that about your dad, because adaptive skiing is a huge thing that is available, but even inviting people into that space. I've met so many different people that are a part of adaptive skiing for their whole life or lost their ability through big crashes on the mountain. And it's really important. It is accessible. The things are there for everyone, but people may not know. So I thank you for sharing that. That's amazing.
And it just reminded me, I've got to connect you with the High Fives Foundation. Are you familiar with them? We'll
No.
drop a link down to High Fives in the show notes. But it's a nonprofit out of Truckee, and it's all about getting athletes back, who have had life-changing injuries, helping support their recovery, and then getting them back out there. And Roy Tuscany is like the coolest guy ever. And he was an amazing skier, park skier, is on his way to, a bunch of different sponsorships, and overshot a jump and basically is paralyzed from like the waist down. And so his story is that he started this nonprofit, and it's really amazing. It's a really cool one. So I'm going to connect you with that. Show notes, drop it in the link. Check out High Fives Foundation if you guys are looking. I know we're coming up on November and looking for, amazing nonprofits to donate to, and that's certainly one of them.
We could go on and on.
I know, we could really go on.
I know. And I do want to say one more, Congaree. There's Congaree sourcing and Congaree experience. If you ever want to go climb in the mountains or go trekking in the States or in Nepal and anywhere around the world, Lakpa and Kami, the best in the world, they had started their own company finally, that he left Alpine Ascents. He was with Alpine Ascents for 30 years. It's an incredible company. You will get to be with the best in the world. And I mean, I took my boys on their first trip they did at Mount Baker. Lakpa and Kami were leading. It was the first time that Kami ever climbed in the United States. And my boys are like, I don't really want to. My one is like, I don't need to climb, Mama. We don't need to do glacier stuff. I'm like, oh, we'll just sit in base camp if you don't want to do it. This is not about hitting the summit. This is about being with these incredible humans. We all summited Mount Baker. It was an incredible 3 days. My older son's like, Mom, this should be the most expensive. Everyone needs to know about this, and they should be paying a lot of money. No one really knows about it because Lakpa and Kami are mountaineers. They are not marketers, and they are the best. So Congaree experience, one more for the show notes.
I love it. Well, if they want to be on the podcast, let me know. I think
they would.
Yeah. Well, okay, so cool. I mean, me and Tara, we could talk forever.
And we both are probably
have to cut ourselves off.
We have so much work to do. We're like,
so much work to do. Let's wrap up with some rapid fire questions. I love doing these. Favorite ski resort?
Steamboat. I think Steamboat right now is at the top. I really love, it's massive. I'm just getting to know it. The town is so cute. I love it. I'll just stop there.
Steamboat. Dream collab for TaraShakti.
I haven't really thought that big yet. I'm really excited to be working with these athletes. Dream collab.
I mean, it could just be like the US ski team.
Well, Katie Hensian is another one that might be wearing it soon. The US ski women, yeah. I think more of just female athletes. I would love that. But collab is like actually the woman who's never skied before. I don't know. Like, I don't aspire to be proximate with big, but I think it would be helpful because it would give me more visibility. But I'm actually doing it. Like, I can't believe that Peekaboo Street is going to be wearing our suits, and I have to now create new dreams for next year. Get back to me. Have me back.
Okay.
Collaborating with you has been great.
Yeah. No, I love it. Well, if anyone's listening and they want to collab with TaraShakti,
Yes.
probably like I could see, like a cool hat
Yes.
brand or something like that. Could be really cool.
Pit Viper, we may be having something. I haven't reached out to them, but there's a lot of crossover and all the athletes. So Pit Viper
There you
called
go.
me.
Okay,
I
we
actually have
came around.
images. Yes,
Pit Viper. That is with the heart sunglasses would look so good
Yes.
with the suit. Yes.
Yes.
I was thinking that, but I was like, I don't know. So no, Pit Viper definitely dream collab.
Yes.
Brand you admire outside your industry, outside of skiing. Number one brand.
This is hard because I'm not a brand person. Number one brand.
Could be cool. You talk about them a lot.
Cole? Oh, yeah, no, I would say, I don't wear them enough anymore because I don't shop, but I think Title IX she's done an amazing job with Title IX. I'm a Title IX. I benefited. I was born in 1971. And if not for Title IX, the law, I would not have been able to go to college, except for had an Army scholarship as well. And that brand is about women, and it's incredibly high quality products. I have stuff that's 15 years old that I still wear. And Missy Park, I had a conversation with her this year, and I pulled up, like, this is amazing. And she knew the name of it, and it was probably from 12 years ago, and it's held up. So I think that brand is so solid and doing great things to uplift more women in business. But it starts with the quality of the gear that they create. And yeah, Title IX.
TaraShakti's theme song.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to go with Downhill Downtown. Everyone should check it out. It's pretty fun. And I will say, if you go check it out, it was supposed to be done. We had one day to film it, and it was high winds. Everything was shut down. We were able to get the gondola up to the top of the mountain once with my friend who's passed away, but everything ended up having to be shot at the bottom of the mountain or mid-mountain. We dance on tables. There's break dancers. I went actually downhill to be everyone's song. So go check that song out. That is the song of TaraShakti.
Yes. Love it. Macklemore. He needs to come out with some new stuff. Or maybe he has, but
yeah. He's got some, it's coming, but his focus is what's going on, and there's a lot going on that he stands up for and against. He uses his voice in good, proud, powerful ways, but not always is it accepted. So he's works hard, and he's a local boy. So
I love it.
I'm sure we'll be hearing from him soon. But do follow his work and what he puts out. I won't go into it, but the work he's really trying to push up against is important.
Yeah. All right, Powder Day or Bluebird? Storming Powder Day or Bluebird Groomer Day? I had to throw in the.
So I'm going to say Powder Day only because I don't.
But it's storming.
Well,
it's storming.
Oh, I'm okay because that's fine. I don't care the conditions because I'm going to be warm because of TaraShakti. Why I'd say Powder Day is because I need to learn to get better in powder. I'm not good in it. I want to ski it. I want to have confidence in it. And so I'm going to choose that because it will push me. And so I can ski a groomer all the time. So I'll try. What's that?
You just need a fatter ski.
Yeah,
That's all
turn my
powder
skis
skiing
faster.
is.
Yeah, but I want to ski the trees. I want to ski, So, I mean, I know I don't need the powder of a stormy day to ski trees, but we want more powder. So one day, by the time I'm, 70, I'll say I'm confident skiing powder. So I need more powder days.
I love it. Okay, so it's the Après Business Podcast. It's all about reflecting and what makes the journey worth it. What is your most proud moment?
I mean, I would say just recently, um, my boys getting to come along and my work, like they've seen me work their whole lives. And they're a part of it, but not, I'm really proud that they get to see it from early days. That if it not for them skiing with me, they were my side plus ones with ski suits, and them experiencing TaraShakti, they wear the merch. Like I don't even ask them to. Like that'd be weird. Like to have them wear the merch. But my younger son will have the hat on backwards, or like at his school, like he wears it, and it's not because he's trying to promote me. I think both boys are proud of the work I'm doing, and not because I'm their mom, but they actually really love it too. And so I think I'm now most proud of that. It's hard. Like I went through divorce in the last handful of years, and I would have never envisioned that. And really kind of push. Everything's about perseverance in life, but being able to come through that and still have my kids want to show up and be with me and be proud of me. It's not what I've aspired to, but I think it's the most important thing to me. It's fun to be with your kids.
I love it.
And then watch them thrive and grow and live their own lives too. So I'm pretty proud of that at this point. Being a mom's hard. Being a stay-at-home mom's hard. Being a working mom's hard. Being a wife or a partner is hard. And it's always changing. So I think I'm most proud of my relationship that I have with my boys. And I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still not nailing it, but I'm proud of where we're at right now.
I love it. Well, I think that is truly very amazing, and I know that they'll listen to the podcast, and it is very much something that should be your proudest life achievement. Like I think that is amazing, above and beyond anything else that you've done. So,
And
um,
can I do a close second? Is all the people I get to work with. Like I get to work with so many incredible humans, and I
yes,
can't even believe it. Like it keeps happening. Like it keeps happening. And so everyone behind TaraShakti, every single person that's contributed to it, I'm so proud. I wish everyone could see and know them. Like
yeah,
I'm so lucky for the people
yeah.
that I've gotten to come into contact with.
You just have
I
to have
mean,
a big party at your opening store
oh, I
in
know. Oh my God.
2027.
I know.
And everybody will fly out, and it will be like the
Right.
big party.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Um,
thank you. The TaraShakti universe is bright, and I invite all the listeners, like everyone matters and everyone has a place in this world and in the universe that we are creating. And I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful for you actually
oh,
talking with me and the work that we get to do together. And hopefully we get to lift each other up and inspire each other. And when we're down and out and in our beds by ourselves, it's lonely. The world gets lonely very fast,
yeah,
but you can get through it, and the light's always there when we create the connections.
yeah, yeah. No, it's amazing. I mean, I think I off the screen is like all of my interview questions, and like one of them is like, "You're a super connector. How do you?"
Oh,
That's
I will say the one only title I've ever had, because I don't like titles. I think they don't mean anything. They only represent what you're doing right now. You could be a PhD person and you're pretty narrow in that area and you're an expert, or you can make a gazillion dollars, but that doesn't mean you're the best at everything. We're so multifaceted. And the only thing gave myself a title, my kids rolled their eyes at me like this is probably like 12, 13, 14 years ago. And I'd gone to National Geographic's 125th anniversary. It's a longer story. But getting on the plane, I was like, what is my purpose? What am I a conservationist of? Because there was so many incredible explorers and conservationists and scientists and photographers. And I wrote down in my journal that I was a human connectivity conservationist. It's really, that might make me cry. It's the only thing I care about. I really believe that we need to conserve human connection. And I don't do it like, I don't wake up in the morning and go, oh, I'm going to be a human connection. I never think about it, but for me, that is the most important thing. And I'm proud to have a vehicle of TaraShakti to allow me to foster more human connection in the world. So I'm always looking for people to join my conservation group. It's a membership of one right now, but I would love to grow that as well. Yeah.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you so much, Tara. You mentioned it before, but just how can people find you? Where should they follow you?
Yep. So our website is TaraShakti, which is, website. It's TaraShakti.com. And then Instagram, TikTok, which we're hoping to work on. And, I am not a millennial, Gen Z, or Gen Xer, so I do most of the social myself. Both of those are TaraShakti Ski. And yeah, we have events. We're going to be having events. Just follow us, and we're hoping to refine what we do so it'll make it easier for people to find us. But really, it starts with joining, getting a sticker, from a base of a sticker to a suit. And stay tuned for the vest. I'm so excited.
Those are so cool.
And the fanny packs. Oh, the fanny packs are sick. They have a furry fanny pack. I call it my purse. There's a hand warmer and 3 big pockets, and it's super fabulous. So join it however you want. But thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much. This was so fun, and I can't wait to share this episode with the world. So thank you.
I so appreciate it.
Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this conversation, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future episodes. See you in the next episode of the Après Business Podcast.